Hi kids, hope you are all set to learn something new and interesting as well today. Now can you see what I have drawn here on the board? Yes, you are right. It is a number line. Now on the number line I have written numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The arrow shows that the numbers are endless. Now what are these numbers about? These are the numbers which help us to count. They are the counting numbers. Supposing I want to count something, I will always begin by 1, followed by 2, 3 and so on. Now these counting numbers are called natural numbers. So 1 is the smallest natural number, followed by 2, 3, 4 and so on. Now supposing I want to add a number to the number line which has a value less than 1, what would it be? It would be 0. Now 0 has a value less than 1, though it is not a counting number, but its value is less than 1. Now 0 along with the rest of the natural numbers forms a second category of numbers called the whole numbers. So whole numbers comprise of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Now you can look here that all the whole numbers are natural numbers besides 0, and all the natural numbers are whole numbers. So the only difference between natural numbers and whole numbers is the whole numbers have a 0 in the beginning, whereas in case of natural numbers 1 is the smallest natural number, and in case of whole numbers 0 is the smallest number. Now how would you express something that had a value less than 0? Let me explain this with the help of a simple example. Now shown here is a thermometer which is used to record the temperature of a place. Consider you are in a very cold place. The temperature of the place in the afternoon is say 3 degrees centigrade. Now say after another 2 hours in the evening, the temperature drops by 3 degrees. So what would be the temperature in the evening? Yes, it would be 0 degrees Celsius. After some more time, say late in the night, the temperature further drops by another 2 degrees Celsius. So what will be the temperature at night? So we need a value which is less than 0. Now how will we show a value less than 0? For this we have to make use of negative numbers. So the temperature in the evening was 0, at night it has dropped further low by 2 degrees Celsius. That means the temperature at night was minus 2 degrees Celsius. So this is the introduction of negative numbers. Just like we need natural numbers and whole numbers in our day-to-day life, we also need negative numbers in our day-to-day life. Now we are going to learn more about negative numbers in our today's topic, integers. Now if I wanted to show the negative numbers on the number line, how would I show? As of now it is clear that negative numbers have a value less than 0. So obviously on the number line they will be placed before 0. So here I will have minus 1 just before 0, then minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 and so on. Again the arrow here shows that it is endless. Now you can see that as the negative numbers move away from 0, their value keeps decreasing. So now we have our negative numbers 0. These can be considered as positive numbers. Now positive numbers can be left either without a sign, or if you want you can put a plus sign. Now you all have understood what are natural numbers. I have told you all natural numbers are your counting numbers beginning from 1. Whole numbers are your natural numbers as well as a 0. So what will we call these numbers which have negative numbers, 0 as well as positive numbers? These are called integers. So integers comprise of negative numbers, 0 and positive numbers. 0 is said to be neither negative nor positive. It can be considered as a neutral integer. Now let us take some more examples where we need negative numbers in our life. Now shown here is the picture of a lift. You all must have moved up and down the building in a lift. You will have seen numbers like 0, 1, 2 and sometimes even -1, -2. We all know 0 is the ground floor, 1 is the first floor and 2 is the second floor. Then what does -1, -2 signify? Now most of the buildings, shopping malls, they have something like a underground or basement parking. So -1 is the first level of underground parking, just below your ground floor. -2 will be another level further down. So negative numbers are also used in the lifts. Besides this, negative numbers are also used in case of measuring heights and depths. Now we know that height of a place is always measured with respect to sea level. Sea level is considered to be at a 0 mark. Now if I want to find the height of any object above sea level, I will consider it as a positive integer. Now here in the picture you can see the dolphin is at sea level. It is at the 0 mark. But the bird flying on top is somewhere at around 10 meters above the sea level. Now how do you represent the position of things which are below or under the sea level? For example, I have a shark here. It is 5 meters below the sea level. So I will make use of a negative integer. I will say that the shark is at a depth of -5 meters. So it is clear that it is below the sea level. Similarly, you can see the octopus. I will say it is at a depth of -10 meters. So if positive integers are used to represent things above sea level, negative integers are used to represent things below sea level. So these are some of the instances where we need negative numbers in our day-to-day life. Now let us go back to our number line. Now you can see in the number line that for every positive number there is a corresponding negative number. Now in the number line, as you move towards your right, in the number line, as you move towards your right, the value increases. And if you move towards your left, the value will keep decreasing. Now if you want to compare two integers on a number line, always remember one thing. The integer which is to your right hand side is always greater than the integer on your left hand side. Let me explain this with the help of a simple example. Let us consider two integers -5 and -2. I want to compare them and find out which is greater and which is smaller. So follow the same rule. The integer towards your right is always going to be greater and the integer towards your left is going to be smaller. So -2 is on my right, so -2 is greater than -5. Therefore, I can write that -2 is greater than -5. So whenever you want to compare integers, keep this in mind. The integer towards your right is always bigger than the integer towards your left. Okay, now let us see how to arrange these integers in the ascending order. We know that ascending order means to arrange from small to big. Now out of these integers, which is the smallest integer? It is -23, as it is going to be on the extreme left hand side of my number line. So -23 will come first, followed by -20, then I will have -15, followed by 0, and then as we move towards the other side of the number line, 8 will come first, +8, followed by +12. Let us take one more example of descending order. Okay, here you have a set of integers. You have to arrange them in descending order. That means you have to arrange them from big to small. Which is the biggest integer over here? The highest positive integer, that is plus 15. The next one will be plus 8, followed by plus 6. And then we move to the negative integers. So first we have minus 14, and the last one would be the smallest one, that is minus 25.